Guys, it's BatChat back again with another replay review. Today we're featuring Deacon in the T62-A. I'm sorry for the lapse in content, but I am back now with more clips. We should have a couple more videos ready this week, and at least by the end of the week, I'd say. So Deacon is rolling out in the T62-A on dead rail, and he's taking it to the medium side, which is going to accentuate the armor and the turret and the gun depression of the T62-A. Now Wargaming have, in my opinion, overbuffed the tank a bit. I still think it was a very viable tank even back when it had 5 degrees of gun depression. But they not only decided to give it 7 degrees of gun depression, but they also decided to give it a very accurate gun with better pen than the 140, effectively making the 140 the black sheep of the family compared to the T62-A and the T22 medium. Now, the T62-A is by no means as strong as the T22, but it is certainly much stronger than the 140. Even though the 140 gets AP as standard, the T62-A gets leopard-like gun depression and very, very good pen. Now Deacon is taking this to the spawn side on the medium side of the red team, and he has got a fantastic hold down position here to shoot the enemy E100s. And what he's doing here is just putting his gun to work on the lowest health enemy E100, which is a good idea. As I've said in my target prioritization videos, focusing down the easiest tanks and the lowest health tanks is usually what you want to be doing as a flanking medium tank and or TD. Now, Deacon, like I said, is just using his gun depression and his turret, and he's getting trolled a little bit with his shots here, but you'll get trolled with just about any tank that you're playing as long as you're on the move and wiggling, but he's making a very good use of his position here. And because the E100s don't have the greatest gun dispersion, they're not going to be hitting those weak points on the sides of the turret there. Now, if you didn't know anything about that, the sides of the turret on the T62-A, there are 2 weak points, 2 flat weak points on either side. And usually if you're using all the gun depression, it can nullify the weak points to a point where it's very hard for enemy tanks to hit, but it's still possible if you're using premium ammo. Now both E100s are very low health here, and Deacon's going to try to finish off the 77 health one, while still nullifying the TD's line of sight to the left there. So we do know we haven't spotted either TD yet. Actually, we have spotted the Jaeger over there on the heavy side, but Deacon is going to prioritize this E100 and get him out of the battle as soon as possible. So we still have a full health E50, T92-E1, Jaeger, and a full health Foch. But the Foch has given away his positional advantage there in the back on the TD line, and he is being chipped away at by both Deacon and his teammates. Now, what I like that Deacon's doing right here is he knows that the Foch has weak side armor, so he is just going to do a tracking shot to him there, not only to buff his tracking damage, but to immobilize a enemy that does not have a turret, which is also a very smart idea. Now, what he's doing here is just trying to give himself a better position and potentially make his way out of this sticky situation of having to fight a Jaeger, a T92, and an E50 head-on. He does have 3 teammates right now, but those numbers are going to dwindle drastically in just a couple of minutes, leaving him in a 1v3. I do like what he's doing right here. He's focusing on the targets that aren't really paying attention to him, and he is backing up to seek a better positional advantage. Now, the E50 has a much slower reload than the T62, meaning you can at least get 2 shots in before the E50 is able to get another shot in, and he has just killed the last surviving teammate on Deacon's team. So Deacon is going to point his front forward while he reverses, trying to escape, and he is just going to pump out as much damage as possible while he is leaving, putting the E50 down to a 1-shot. So we now have a 1-shot E50, a 2-shot T92-E1, and a nearly full health Jaeger. So the plan right now, I'm sure in his mind, is to focus out the medium tanks, seeing as they have the DPM, and try to get into a safe spot where the Jaeger cannot make use of his armor or his accuracy and penetration. So with the T92 dead, Deacon is now a 1-shot to the Jaeger and a 2-shot to the E50. But the good news is he's going to get unspotted here, and he's got the hill behind him, so he is able to quickly get into a much more advantageous position. As you can see, the Jaeger did not have time to turn and shoot, meaning that we now have a nice rock for cover, and we can use that strong turret that I mentioned before. So both enemies are in front of us. We've just confirmed that now. The E50 is not going to want to know us, so he's going to move away. And right now, using heat with the T62's gun, I believe Deacon has calibrated shells because he's able to penetrate right through the superstructure to the right and the left of the Jaeger's gun. And if you have calibrated shells on almost any tier 10 tank, you are able to go through with premium ammo and do that. Some TDs don't even need to use premium ammo to do that. And unfortunately, Jaeger drivers everywhere cry about that every day. So right now, Deacon knows that guy's going to pop out the next time he shoots. So he's going to prep for that. He's going to back up a little bit, and he's going to shoot the Jaeger one more time, hit the adrenaline, and shoot the E50 when he comes back out. That adrenaline notches his reload down to somewhere in the 4-second range. And right now, the Jaeger just threw the game by shooting his last shell, trying to pin through the weak spot that I mentioned earlier. And the Jaeger is just going to give up, which means Deacon has secured an 8K game, 1300 block damage, 5 kills, call a Banoff's medal, and the rest of the works. An excellent game, if I do say so myself. Getting anything above 6K in a Russian medium nowadays is very difficult, but he pulled it off with some grace and elegance, and as you can see, racked up a lot of medals, even made some credits, and he is far and away the best player on his team. So I want to say congratulations to Deacon. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment, and I will see you guys in the next one.